Hey guys, so today's video is going to be on this Halloween tutorial right here. This is the first Halloween tutorial that I am going to do. If you guys have any other Halloween tutorial suggestions, just leave them down below. So I don't know exactly what I'm calling this yet. I believe I'm just going to call it like an Indian or like an Aztec-y type of Halloween tutorial. I was looking on Pinterest the other day and I was actually looking for a like warrior or some type of Indian type of look, and there wasn't a whole lot on there. So this is the look that I came up with. I just have like this braided headband and you can find them just about anywhere. I got the white paint at Walmart. It's just this one right here, but you could also use like a NYX jumbo liner, which when I did, practiced this look last night, that is what I use. I have used the heck out of this, so it's just the NYX jumbo liner in milk. So there's plenty of different options for you to use. I did use the Bhcosmetics palette as well as a MAC pigment. You do not have to use those. You can use whatever you have in your makeup drawers. However, this palette, the one that I use, is the day and night. This palette is super affordable, so you could just use this one or you could just use face paint. I like the powders versus a paint just because I feel like it would stay longer. So I think this would be really cute with like a brown dress or like a white shirt and a brown dress, something more on the neutral side. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it was helpful. This is the first of many, so I hope you guys enjoy watching this, and until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so like I said, I am going to use the Bhcosmetics Day and Night palette, and I am starting off with the red shade, and at this point I'm just basically sketching out where I want my line to start. So I basically put it in the middle kind of part of my nose. I have like a little kind of crease there. It's really hard to explain, but I basically just put it for the two lines on the sides. I was basing that off of my crease and the tip of my eyebrow. So hopefully that's a good starting point for you guys. That's kind of how I based mine off of. I knew I didn't want it up too high to where it was like covering my eyebrows, but I also didn't want it like just on the lower lash line. So that's basically how I did this, and I kind of sketched it out at first, and then I was just using more of the red shade. Yesterday when I tried this look, I tried a couple different reds. I used the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and there was a couple other palettes that I was trying to use the reds with, but those reds were just a little bit too dark. I still wanted like a true blue-red type of color. And then in a second we are going to move on to the orange shade, and this is a MAC pigment. This is in the shade Neon Orange. And I'm just going to put that a little bit below where I put the red. I didn't go the whole way down just because I knew I was going to put the yellow shade in here. So that's why I just did the orange in that area. And again, I wasn't being really particular. I was really just blending it wherever I wanted it. And I kept intensifying the color. So if you have a more intense orange, feel free to use that. I did not use the Bhcosmetics orange because it had too much shimmer to it, but like I said, whatever orange you have in your makeup collection will be fine. This is just the orange that I found out that worked for me the best. I also went in, which I believe you'll see in a second as well, you will see that we used the peach palette, the Too Faced peach palette, which is relaunching in December. So if you don't have this palette, like I said, just use any orange you like, and we're just going to intensify the pigment, and then in a second we will move on to the yellow shade. Okay, so next we are moving on to the yellow color, and I chose the Bhcosmetics Hollywood palette. I don't know if they still have this palette online or not, but like I said, just use whatever you have. So basically I'm using a smaller, flatter brush, and I am using this to intensify how much yellow I want on the skin. I did have to go in numerous times to get the amount of pigment that I really wanted, but I am just basically doing the same thing I did with the red shade. I am being more precise and more specific on where I put the yellow shade, because I did not want this the whole way down to my mouth. If I could probably do it over, I probably would have actually like scooted the yellow up a little bit more. I didn't want it quite as far down, but I do think it turned out okay with how I have the white dots placed on the face, which you'll see in a second as well. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this part because it's pretty simple. So just kind of putting this all over the face, and then I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and blend it out again. So now we are moving on to the lips, and I just used a neutral lip liner and a neutral liquid lipstick. So I used Milani's, I think it's just called Natural, and then this is ColourPop's Chai liquid lipstick. Everything will be listed below, but I believe that's what these two are. And then we are going to move on to the paint. So yesterday when I tried this out, I used the NYX Jumbo Liner in Milk, but I found some face paint at Walmart, and I thought this would be a great alternative because it's way more pigmented and it's way more easy to use. So I'm basically just drawing or like stippling on 4 dots on the forehead, and then I did 6 dots from pretty much the inner corner of my brow all the way to the tail, and then on the left side of my cheek I also put dots in a straight line across the yellow, and then I also put it on my lip and on like the cupid's bow area, but you'll see that all in a second. This did take me a few times to like go back in and get the pigmentation like more white. I wanted it to be like super intense, and I wanted it to stand out as much as the red, orange, and the yellow did. So I'm just going back in there a few times and intensifying it, and then just getting it to how I like. You could put these dots anywhere, but that's just how I like it. So now that I have all of the dots and lines exactly where I want them, I'm going to move on to the lips, and I'm putting that same paint on the center of my lip on the cupid's bow, and then I just used a glitter liner and I added that on top of the cupid's bow. You can't really tell the detail on camera, but you can definitely tell the detail in person. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know any other Halloween tutorials you want to see down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.